Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. Here's another post-commentary episode where we are going to clean up a few things that I missed in some areas as well as a boss. So we are in the Duke's Archives and we are going to get the large magic ember, I think. I do believe that is what is going to be happening, which the large magic ember is in the room where we originally encountered Seath. Not the room where we fought him, but the room where we first encountered him. Which is up this elevator, and I am getting pummeled by archers because... Oh, and then that jack off, and he's now dead. So this is the last post-commentary episode I decided to do. Not counting what will be the bonus, which, yeah. But... a couple things to mop up, including finishing Siegward, Siegmeyer, whichever one it is in this game's quest. Getting the Chaos Ember, and I don't remember the other stuff that I did, excuse me. But here is the large magic ember, which we can give to Rickert, and he will be able to reinforce our magic weapons to plus 10. I took the wrong stairs up here because I think I'm going to have to walk around all the way, but there is a corpse up here with a soul of a great hero, I think. Yeah, you can see it glowing over there in the distance. Is it a soul of a great hero? Yes, it is. I was correct. This is also the room where you fight Logan after you finish his quest. Time to use the Homeward Boner, and Homeward Bone. E.T. Bone Home. Now we are at Firelink. I kept this in. Actually, nothing happens here. I kept it in because it just made me laugh. And you will see why in a second. Because I decided to run up here for some reason. Got knocked off. Magically survived, got landed on, and yeah, didn't die, and got two guys to commit suicide. So I was like, all right, this is fine. This is all fine. All the while I'm getting pelted with fire bombs. So yeah, I kept that in because I was like, all right, this is funny. It's like, yeah, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Can't stop the train, baby. And now we are here at the bonfire of Andre to give him the occult ember or the dark ember, I think. No, it's the large divine ember. I do apologize if I'm in the basement of my new house and there's a sub pump down here and it kicks on every now and then. So it might get picked up, it might not. I don't actually know because I've never noticed it getting picked up before. So we can now reinforce divine weapons. I believe it's divine weapons all the way to... No, what did I give him? Because at this point I should already have a plus 10. I don't know what I gave him. Then it has to be like the very large ember. That's what it is. It's the very large ember, I think. Which lets us get a weapon to plus 15. That's what it was. So I decided to buy some materials for some reason. I don't know what I'm currently doing, but I kept it in for a reason. Don't get yourself killed. Okay, apparently I'm not doing anything. So I don't know why I kept that in. Oh well. Shit happens. Especially when you party naked. And we are now moving on to the Daughters of Chaos. Excuse me. Although I think it's actually going to be, yes, the bonfire outside of near where Ceaseless Discharge is, because we are going to go get the Chaos Ember. And I'm going to do one of my new favorite things that I like, that I've been trying to do more recently instead of just cutting stuff out. And it's not dying, it's speeding up. So, because it makes me laugh partly. Because there's like 5 or 6 Taurus demons down there, and I'm not going to fight them all together. So I'm going to equip a bow and pluck away at them. So yeah, be prepared for speed increase. Here we go. Can't shoot, apparently. There we go. I'm gonna start it up too fast, because it's kind of choppy, but oh well. Just kind of wanted to give you an idea that this is one of the better ways, I think, to deal with all these Taurus demons. Just pluck away at them, get them to come to you, and then fight them one at a time, because there's like 5 or 6 of them. Ba-boom. We are now done. No more super speed. I'm no longer Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh no, Shadow's the Hedgehog, because he's the edgiest hedgehog. But we need the orange charred ring, or a lot of health and fire resist armor like Hobbles. So we can get up here to get, I think this is a soul. And then the last item down yonder way is the Chaos Ember, which we can give Vamos to reinforce a +5 fire weapon to a Chaos weapon. Which I don't know if I've described what Chaos Infusion is or a Chaos weapon. But it's a fire weapon that scales. I think that it actually has scaling, but I've got one on this character. It's a butcher knife, I think. But it scales with your humanity. Damage scales with your humanity up to 10. And you can make a weapon, a fire weapon, into a chaos weapon, but there are also, Quelog's Fury Sword is the same thing. It scales with your humanity. The damage scales with your humanity up to 10. Because one of the premier builds is the Giant Dad, which is Giant's Armor, Mask of the Father, Chaos Zweihander, and some other stuff. It's on the internet, just go look it up. I'm not going to get into the Giant Dadism. We are now making a run to the Catacombs, which I kept in the run because I don't know why I actually kept this in. I don't remember. Anyway, there's a couple of items I missed in the Catacombs, namely the Great Scythe and something else I missed. I don't remember what it was. And we're going to go see Vamos, because we are going to give him the Chaos. I think I'm going to give him the large Fire Ember and the Chaos Flame Ember, which a large Fire Ember lets us take a +5 fire weapon to +10. And then with the Chaos Ember, we can take a +5 fire weapon to Chaos. And that's also how the magic infusions work. You can take, with a very large, you can go from +5 to +10, and then there's the enchanted path, which I think you need a +5 magic weapon to do. I've never done that path, even though I currently have a, who you will see in the bonus episode, and unfortunately, you will probably see them for the Manus fight, because at the time of me doing this, the LP is pretty much 100% done. I just have to do the final boss. But I unfortunately basically fought Manus, who's the last boss of the DLC. Fought Manus, and I was having a hard time with him because I've only ever fought, and I got parried. I've only ever fought Manus a few times, and for the DLC bosses, he's the one that I have the hardest time with. And I fought him a few times on this character, and I couldn't beat him. So I took a break and then came back and fought Manus and did a bunch of stuff and finally got him. And somewhere in all that, I deleted that footage. So, oh god. My screensaver came on. I don't remember if I deleted it or did I move it to my backup hard drive. I'll have to check. You're either going to see this character beat Manus or you're going to see my caster character beat Manus. Because the caster character I have, magic is really, really powerful in this game if you set it up correctly. With, well, you'll see the setup on that character. It's pretty much, I guess, the meta magic setup. Ah, there it is, Tranquil Walk of Peace, which... It's the move that the giant sentinels in Darkroot Garden cast on you. It basically turns you into a fat guy, and you can't do anything. So yeah, you might see this character defeat Manus. You might see my caster character defeat Manus. I don't know yet. Because I'm almost there with my caster, and I cannot remember if I moved the footage to my backup hard drive, which I have to get out of whatever box it's in. I'm still not done unpacking. Or if I deleted the footage, so... yeah. Anyway. We are now moving on in the catacombs to get to the Great Scythe. And making skeletons commit suicide. Can skeletons commit suicide, though? I asked this question in my medieval playthrough if zombie murder is a thing. Because they're zombies, they're already dead. Can you really murder them? And I just heard my doorbell upstairs go off. So I don't know if it means my aunt is home or if there's somebody else here. But anyway. I do believe we are going to... No, we still have to get the Great Scythe. And I'm equipping the... It's not called the Thieves' Ring. It's the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. To eliminate my footsteps, because I also want to try to kill the crystal lizards down here. And they basically hear you coming from a mile away, and the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring eliminates your footsteps. Just like the sorcery Hush. I think Hush is in this game. Which I think is the only sorcery I'm missing on my other character. Yeah, see, these guys didn't even know I was there. So jump off here. There are some crystal lizards down yonder way. And the Great Scythe. Okay, so we are here at Vamos.
Is that an ember from New Londo? And a fine ember it be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes.
So that is the large fire emblem, large flame emblem.
Yes, very well.
He's gonna get these old bones to work with his weird voice filter that makes him sound like he's all staticky and stuff. But we can upgrade a fire butcher knife. Oh, I don't upgrade it to chaos. What do I upgrade it to then?
That'll be all.
I might just take it to plus 10 fire, but I swear I make a chaos weapon.
Ember unlike any that I have seen. A very curious pattern. Could it be the flame of the legendary witch?
I don't know, is it, Vamos?
Suppose you left that.
Maybe I don't want to leave that with you. Maybe I want it. Did you ever think of that, Vamos? Did you ever think of what I want? No, you don't. You only care about yourself. You and your staticky voice filter.
Splendid. Splendid indeed. My oh my.
You're creeping me out, Vamos. So now we can make a chaos weapon. Ah. So you can... I thought you had to have a +5. Well, anyway, we can take our +6 fire butcher knife and make it a chaos butcher's knife. But I apparently have decided to just make a +10 fire butcher's knife, which got me that trophy. I don't know... I swear I make a chaos weapon. Well, it's not going to be the Sunlight Straight Sword, which I could do, but I think I... Why didn't I cut this out? Why am I doing this? Why am I subjecting y'all to this? Not a big deal, though. I was going to buy Homeward Bones, but... Homeward Bones, if you want to buy them, the best place is the DLC, which this episode will air before I do the DLC. So I won't spoil anything else for the DLC, but the best place to buy them is the DLC. One of the merchants there sells them for the cheapest they are in the game. So here's Siegland. Holy shit. So she wants us to tell us where her she wants us to tell her where her father is, which we know. So we'll tell her. And then I'll stand there and talk to her again. And then you have to warp back. I warped out and warped back in. And she says she's finally found him. And she will give us... She gives us something. She doesn't. I thought she gives us something. My father went on his final adventure. Undead or no, sort of reassuring, really. So I kind of like this little quest line. It's... She says I'll have to kill him again, so that implies that she's killed her father before, or that he's died before, but he's undead, so... But I don't know the context if she's saying she's done it, or he's just died before, but here in Ash Lake, where the first bonfire is, we find Sieglund and we find Siegmeyer, or Sigurd, whichever one it is. And he's become completely hollow, apparently. And Sieglund was forced to kill him. She gives us a Titanite slab. They are not as scarce in this game as they are in 3. 2, they're pretty... there's a lot of them. This one, you get a number of them, and you can farm them off of Dark Wraiths. I think it's Dark Wraiths, you get a chance at a slab. But Sieglund and Siegmeyer, Sigurd, whichever one it is, this quest is now over. We are now here in Anor Londo in the room of Booby Princess Guinevere. And we are going to throw a knife at her. Blip. What rings you got, bitch? So yes, spoilers, that is actually not Guinevere. It is an illusion of Guinevere created by her brother Gwendolyn. Somewhere it is said that all gods left Anor Londo. The only one who remained behind was Gwendolyn.
Thou that tarnishest the godmother's image,
And we have pissed off Gwendolyn.
and thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
And Anor Londo has turned dark. It changes some of the enemy placement, and we as well get to fight 2 Blades of the Dark Moon. This also ties into the Dark Moon Covenant mechanic, in that you can invade a player, you equip the Dark Moon Seance Ring, and you will be summoned to the world of a player who has either killed Gwendolyn, I think, or who has killed Guinevere. But here are these 2 chumps. What the hell? Oh, I will be right back. I do believe my food is here, so I will see you all in a few minutes. Showed up, so had to satiate my hunger. But we have killed the two dark wraiths, 2 Blades of the Dark Moon, and this also turns the Firekeeper here hostile. So we can no longer use the bonfire at Anor Londo, and speaking of that Firekeeper, there she is. Round 1. Fight. And she is now dead.
How? This man is a threat. Master Gwendolyn.
She is dead. Looks like I have won a Twister. And we get her Firekeeper soul, so now watch as I continually screw up which way I'm supposed to turn this thing. Because I'm a dumb. Yeah, I do apologize if the sub pump shows up. I unfortunately, I guess I shouldn't say need it, because the basement has never flooded, but it is the water line or something around here that the inspector was talking about is actually pretty crappy. So It's just there as a precaution. And if I turn it off, I'll forget to turn it back on, so... Yeah, I pushed this the wrong way, it looks like. I did. I pushed it up, not down. So back up the stairs we go, in order to push this the correct way. Yet, for some reason, past me is an idiot. We've established this before. One turn. Past me, that's not right. You gotta turn it one more time, I think. I don't know why I didn't... Yeah, see past me, you're dumb. Because we are going to go and fight Gwendolyn. All the things that we have currently done breaks the covenant for the Dark Moonblades, so we can no longer level up in it on this playthrough. I sent it up, not paying attention, didn't I? Yes, I did. I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what past me is doing at all. Put it down, and then push it down again. It's not complicated past me. There you go, past me. And also, I don't know if you can hear people walking around upstairs because the basement isn't finished and there's no insulation in the ceiling. So sound likes to travel pretty heavily up and down the stairs. Something to work on. But we are going to go fight the Dark Son Gwendolyn, who is Gwen's youngest child. Now, Gwendolyn was born, I think it says he was born under the sign of the moon, and Gwen raised him as a daughter. So Gwendolyn is very feminine. And if you see his face, which I think you can see it with a model viewer, he looks like a woman.
First thou offendeth the godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great...
So we've pissed him off two different ways. We destroyed the image of Guinevere, and we have trespassed in Gwen's tomb. If we trespass in Gwen's tomb at any time, he is immediately hostile. If you trespass in his tomb while you are a member of the Blades of the Dark Moon, he will question why a Knight of the Dark Moon would do such a thing. Gwendolyn does entirely magic-based damage, I think, except for his bow attack, which I think might be just physical. But this is the boss fight. You run down here, chasing him down this never-ending hallway, a la Mario, and you smack him with a big weapon. He can do a lot of damage really quickly, especially with this move, which is best to just do that and get hit by it. That's getting on the nerve. Why? But that giant soul arrow will go through pillars. The little ones I don't think do, but the giant one will go through those pillars. Another way to do this is to equip the... Is it just called the Magic Crest Shield? Because it has such high magic resist. And blip. Gwendolyn is now dead.
Swathed in dark. An eternal
We will
curse
get his
upon
soul, which is used to make the Dark Moon Catalyst, which lets you cast sorceries whose damage is adjusted by your faith stat, I think. We can also make the Dark Moon Longbow, which is a bow that does magic damage and it requires the magic damage on it is affected by your faith, which is a lot of what Dark Moon miracles are. It's the closest, in lore terms, it's the closest that a miracle can get to being a sorcery, if that makes any sense. But we are in Gwen's tomb, and we get a few goodies down here. Namely, we get the Sunlight Blade miracle. We will get the brass armor, which is what the the Anorlando Firekeeper wears. I will attack that chair because I can. There we go. Damn chairs. And we get, I think, isn't this where you get nothing? Oh, the Ring of Reversal is in, okay, yeah, never mind. But that is going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did, and I will see you next time. Till then, take it easy, and have a good one. Later, everybody.